John Cena has now been the WWE Undisputed Champion for over 2 months. Obviously, we know he won it at WrestleMania 41, defeating the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. But who will dethrone Cena? Who will eventually take the title from him in his final year in his retirement tour? Today, I have got down 5 superstars. I will go through how they could win and beat John Cena to win the Undisputed WWE title. So if you guys enjoy this video, it's going to be nice and to record. Always remember, smash the like and subscribe button to the flipping channel. And let's get into this one. First up is the most obvious choice. The former Undisputed Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Obviously, we know Cody has now an interaction with John Cena. He pinned John Cena at Money in the Bank in a tag team match, teaming with main event Jey Uso, taking on the Maverick Logan Paul and obviously John Cena. But Cody got cheated at his way of losing at WrestleMania, with Travis Scott coming out to help John Cena win the championship, all a part of the final boss's plan with Cena selling his soul. We already know this, for him to win the title. But could we see Rhodes somehow get back, maybe at SummerSlam likely, and win the title back from Cena to become a 2-time WWE champion? He's probably the most likely choice, the most predictable choice. We know Cody is probably the top guy right now. Obviously, if we exclude John Cena right now, Roman Reigns ain't about. So we exclude them two from the conversation. Cody Rhodes is 100% the top guy in the WWE. So what would it hurt giving him the championship back? It will just increase merch sales. Obviously, I just said merch sales. Sorry about that. Merch sales. But we'll also see more appearances from the champion. We know Cena has appeared more recently. I will give him credit for that. But maybe Cody being that week in, week out champion, more wrestling we see, and more defense of the title. So Cody could be the #1 choice. Next up, a man Cena has already beaten in his tour so far. The Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. We know Orton has just beaten Sami Zayn to get to the King of the Ring final. And we know if you win King of the Ring, you get a title opportunity at SummerSlam. And let's be honest here, Orton has a hate for Cena right now for what Cena has become. So Orton would 100% face Cena at SummerSlam if he was to beat either Cody Rhodes or Jey Uso in the final of King of the Ring to face Cena at SummerSlam. And if Orton was to defeat Cena, it means that we could get that 15th title run from Orton. Maybe it could be here more. We'll have some proper good matches, you know. Maybe get another Orton Reigns and Orton Rollins and Orton Rhodes would be very, very good, actually. But is that more skeptical for the matches that we could see if Randy Orton was to become champion once again? We know the title suits him. I've already seen it, and I can agree. The title looks very, very nice on him, and he just looks destined to win. I think Randy Orton could be a big choice to win the championship. I know in his hometown at St. Louis, Missouri, he lost at Backlash to John Cena. But we know, again, Cena cheated. A lot happened in that match. And Orton was the better man. So there was never a real ending. There was never that real final goodbye in that match. There was never like a respect moment. We know Cena's this heel, but eventually we need to get this respect moment, which could be one more Orton Cena in Cena's final year for Undisputed title. And maybe this time round, Orton gets the final win over John Cena. Another option is Mr. Money in the Bank for the second time, Seth freaking Rollins. We know Rollins holds the briefcase and he's got the power to cash in on any championship he wants. So is there a possibility that Rollins does cash in on Cena for the Undisputed Championship, a title he's never won in his career? We know he's already been the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. So could it be a new challenge for Rollins to move on to SmackDown and hold that title proudly and be the #1 champion? I think it's a possibility. I think it's a low possibility because obviously we've seen Rollins have a hint at the World Heavyweight Championship, or with Gunther obviously, and Sami Zayn, Jey Uso all going for the title. And it relates more if Rollins was to cash in back on the World Heavyweight Championship. But there's still the slight possibility that Rollins does cash in for the Undisputed title. But it would be a lot to, you know, it'd take a lot to get there. I think Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed have a lot in it. I think they'd have to really help. And also, I think we'd have to see Cena turn face before he loses the title, which is not going to happen. Cena will lose the title as a heel. He's not going to turn face while he's the champion. It's just not happening. We know this. So it means that Cena would have to turn face in his title run, and Rollins would have to move to SmackDown and get a match with Cena somehow. So it is a lot to get there. But there's still the slight possibility that Rollins could challenge and cash in on Cena. Maybe he could just randomly cash in out of the blue. It could happen. But Rollins is another choice to maybe dethrone the Unseen 17. Next up, a man who is going to face John Cena at Night of Champions, CM Punk. We know Punk is on the quest to win his first World Championship since returning at Survivor Series War Games 2023. We know these two have already had the rivalry over the years, and last night, Cena put Punk for a table after his match against Ron Killings and hit a pipe bomb on CM Punk. Something CM Punk did to John Cena nearly 14 years ago now. So there is long-term storytelling between the two men. Punk could be one of John Cena's greatest rivalries. I think John Cena could be Punk's greatest rival in his career. So could we see Punk dethrone Cena, a Night of Champions, or maybe another time? I do not think so, but I think there's still the slight chance. If you look at the others, I think he's still up there because he's the one close to a match right now. He's going to face Cena in Saudi Arabia, which could be big. Could we see Punk put Cena to rest, make him go to sleep, and become a world champion for the first time in about, I'll say, over 11, maybe, actually no, it's about 12 years it's been since CM Punk was a world champion in WWE. So we need to kind of see that again. But, you know, Punk is on borrowed time, you know. Punk is, 46 years old now. He's not young anymore. He's coming to the end of his career. So if Punk wants a world title, it's basically now or never. So could Punk dethrone Cena? It's a slight chance, but it's always a possibility. And the final man, a man who has already been the Undisputed Champion, made this title, literally made the title the Gold Championship, the OTC, Roman Reigns. We know Roman Reigns unified both the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship to make the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Obviously, WWE have changed the name of the championship since Roman lost. But is there the slight chance Roman comes back, challenges Cena to a match for the Undisputed Championship, and Roman dethrones Cena to get one more title reign before he goes away to Hollywood? That's bad. Hollywood. And never really comes back, you know? Is there the slight chance? Because Roman, we know when he's there, he's the top guy at WWE, and he has been for the last 10 years now. So if Roman was to win, it wouldn't be a bad thing for the company. It just produce sales. It produce a lot more things, you know. I think we could get more. We could get that aura back of Roman. We could get the rebuild, you know. The rebuild is complete of the OTC. The original Tribal Chief is back. So is there a slight chance Roman beats Cena one last time? Do we get Reigns Cena one last time? It is very, very, very unlikely. With Reigns not turning up possibly until SummerSlam, and Cena most likely going to lose the title at SummerSlam, there is like a 1% chance that we get this match. If Reigns was to return at Night of Champions, and they somehow get into a clash before SummerSlam, then there's a slight chance we could see it. That's only if Cena was to retain at SummerSlam most likely, and we get a match later in the year. But you lot, thank you for watching. It has been nice and to record. Always remember, smash the like, subscribe button to the flipping channel. Let's see, little day faces soon. Goodbye, guys.